Hi there and welcome to Lorena's Labyrinth. My name's Anna Pirelli. The comments that you see here are my views, beliefs, opinions, and sometimes they are not even my fully formed views, beliefs, and opinions. However, they are my understandings. Please do retain an open mind and reflect on any of the content and your comfort levels. If your views differ, please feel free to leave a comment. Also remember, it is possible to disagree in respectful ways. My way is not necessarily your way and vice versa. You might also find that some of the content on this playlist in regard to spiritual or universal laws, it resonates with you, meaning it feels right to you, while other laws may not feel right or they may not feel comfortable. If this is the case, the information is either not right for you or it is not right for you right now, and it might never be right for you at any given time. It really doesn't matter. As an earthy and practical person, I can put my hand up with all honesty and say that I have at different times had the same feelings about some of the content in here. And with some of them, I still have a level of skepticism within my viewpoints, but I choose to retain an open mind about the things that I don't fully understand for a few reasons. Firstly, because I believe it would be supreme arrogance to think that we all know all of the answers while we have a body. And because what is right for one of us is not necessarily right or suitable for all of us, and I choose to respect the differences. Please do leave your opinions, beliefs. Feel free to argue the points in a respectful way with any of the content on the slides and even my interpretations. And if you feel that you can add clarity around some of the content, we would all love to see it. Thank you. For now, though, let's explore the laws.
All creation is governed by law. The principles that operate in the outer universe, discoverable by scientists, are called natural laws. But there are subtler laws that rule the hidden spiritual planes and the inner realm of consciousness. Contained within these laws, or conditions, is the true nature of matter. Knowledge of these laws has an effect upon the mental urges. Mind is the builder. Stay in full mindfulness of the application of universal law as related to self and to others, and know that in love all life is given, in love all things move. In giving one attains, in giving one acquires. In giving, love becomes the fulfillment of desire, guided and directed in the ways that bring the more perfect knowledge of self as related to the universal, all-powerful, all-guiding, all divine influence in life. Love is life. When we go back, merge with the God source, in some infinitesimal but profound way, we expand the mind of God. Our higher self always points the best and most perfect way, and it is ours to listen and choose or reject what we hear. It does not blame, but patiently tries again to show the perfect way, the loving way. All of creation pushes forth. We are ever becoming. Identity ever remains. Universal Law number 97. The Law of Telepathy. The will, projected from the point between the eyebrows, is known as the broadcasting apparatus of thought. When the feeling is calmly concentrated on the heart, it acts as a mental radio and can receive the messages of others from far or near. In telepathy, the fine vibrations of thoughts in one person's mind are transmitted through the subtle vibrations of astral ether and then through the grosser earthly ether, creating electrical waves which, in turn, translate themselves into thought waves in the mind of another person.
This is one of those laws that I have mixed feelings about, and that's not because I don't actually believe in the process of telepathy. I actually feel that I have used it, I've experienced it, and I think it's a very wonderful gift. It can be used to communicate with both people and animals, believe it or not. However, where I have some conflict, I'll go into that. Okay, in the first instance, I do understand that yes, the central point of this is through the brow chakra and through the throat chakra, and if we bring the heart chakra into it, of course it's going to be a very beautiful gift to have, and it involves the transmission of love. And I can actually tell a wonderful story about how I tested this out. I went on holiday to Bali and I decided to test it out with the animals because, certainly out in the jungles, you're discouraged from trying to pat the monkeys and stuff like that. So the law basically states if the monkeys come to you, then you touch them, then that's okay, but you're not allowed to go over and interfere with the monkeys. So suffice to say, I tested it out on monkeys beautifully. I'll save that for another video. And I also had an experience with an elephant, and that was incredible, just totally heartwarming. So I am aware that we can actually use these gifts to communicate and build relationship with animals, but we can also do that with human beings as well. Now, where I have some conflict with this is because while the explanation is good and it refers to the brow chakra, I'm aware I have seen people do it without including the heart chakra and using telepathy for the purposes of self-gain, which I think is a very dubious way to use the gifts. I'm actually not going to give the scenarios or how I saw it misused. I will just say that I observed it, and in my understanding of spiritual law, that's going to create negative karma for a person. So that's one of the reasons why I'm not going to share how it can be used or inappropriately used. But I would say that when I first started having my experiences of telepathy, which is the projection of thought, I don't think it was even intentional on the part of the people. It would just be they would think of me, I could be at work, I could be right in the middle of something, and all of a sudden it was like an electric shock that would go through me where my head would flick back and I would be responding to basically screaming in my eardrum, and then the person's name, I clicked my fingers, and if you heard that, it would be like a click of the fingers and the person's name would come to me, and I would just know as soon as I get a break, I've got to call this person. So that's a form of telepathy or telecommunications as well from a metaphysical perspective. And I can also tell you that when I did call the people, I established, yes, they had basically been thinking, I hope she calls me when she has a break. Because invariably they knew that I was at work or busy and something had happened and they wanted to speak to me about it, which I found to be really interesting. I would say also the other observation that I made when this gift first started developing was actually it seemed to be stronger with those people that I had that heart connection with. So, where there was love, friendship, respect, regard, and that kind of thing, yes, definitely the gifts came in quicker. But then I think as I connected further with my guides, I don't know if you can hear the crows out there, they're having a field day at the moment. When I started running a group and that kind of stuff, if there was any conflict happening anywhere, I would just be woken up with the same scenario, and it was kind of an automatic function. It was like, this has happened and I need to get online and check out what's going on as part of managing any tensions and professional ethics and that kind of stuff. So in a nutshell, I can understand this law, but of course, as always, I'm interested to hear what your thoughts are, what your experiences are, and if you've got any observations, if you feel it's necessary to have the heart involved with it, or is it purely a case of as we open up to our gifts, it's more important to have the heart chakra involved? Have you actually observed misuse of it? And if you have, please don't write how, just say that you have, because I guess from there we can gather, how often or what is the potential case of people misusing this particular gift. That would be interesting to know. But anyway, I'm going to leave this with you. As usual, I'm going to crack on, do some more of these so that I can get them scheduled in advance. And I'll look forward to reading your comments and responses. Hopefully you'll put something up. Have a wonderful day, my friends. Take care. Bye-bye for now.